guys, today we did something super exciting. We got trees! So because I just planted a peach tree at the house before, sold it, now we have to have a peach tree at our new house. So this time I got a Red Haven and an Alberta, and then we got an Italian plum tree because my youngest daughter really wanted plums. And then we also got a Chinese apricot tree because you can actually eat the kernels and they're kind of like almonds. So we're digging holes to plant our trees. So on the property we already have 2 Bartlett pear trees right here. I'm pretty sure they are full dwarf though, not semi-dwarfs. So because they don't provide a lot of fruit on them. And then there was a crabapple tree there that got ran over by the lawnmower that we're replacing with a 4-way pear. And then right there, evidently some type of apple tree. We were told that it was a 4-way, but don't know for sure. So we're gonna put the peach tree here, and then put the other peach tree, then the apricot tree, and then I might just get a gala apple tree since that is an apple tree, but don't know for sure because I did contact a couple of growers about getting a 4-way that has gala on it. I don't know for sure. And we're gonna have to start locking Dan up so he can't eat my trees. So this is a Red Haven bare root. So we've got about 2/3 of the soil back in, and then we're gonna put some of this plant food in there and then cover the rest with soil and then mulch it. With these bare roots, you need to soak the roots in water, stick them in a bucket for at least 20 minutes and then get them right in the ground. Okay, our Red Haven is all planted and we've got mulch around it. Now we just need to do Alberta peach, the plum, which we're working on the hole for right now. And then we also have our pear tree. We got a 4-way pear and then an apricot tree. And then we will be working on the garden. Why, yes, we do have a free-range potbelly pig. She's smart enough to stay out of the road. But she kept getting out and, well, she doesn't go anywhere. So we figured we'd just let her. Penelope! The chickens enjoy having their own yard. And there's their coop. We have our Italian plum. And then both our peach trees done. We still have to put in the apricot tree and the 4-way pear. Logan likes the new trees. Everybody, so we've been doing a lot today. I just got done restringing our clothesline here because it was all super loose. So now I've got those nice and tight, and then I'll go show you what else we did today. I did a new tie out for Dan so he would stop eating our trees and bushes, and I'm actually putting one of these stakes. Got these at Walmart and they were less than $4. So I'm going to attach this other tie out that we have that we've just been wrapping around trees and stuff so that it's more portable and easier to use. And so this one was super easy. I just tied a rope to the stake end and then tied a clip to this end, which it was under $3 for 2 of them at Cal Ranch. We put bricks around where we planted the asparagus so it wouldn't get ran over once it starts to grow. Also the rhubarb. And then we planted our apricot tree. I'll get a little, there we go. Now you can see it. And then down here, we planted 2 blackberry starts and put bricks around them so they don't get ran over at the lawnmower either. Our apricot tree we planted, which had a bunch of leaves on it that the goat ate, which is why he got locked up. And then we have to dig up all the rest of the raspberries on the property and plant them right there where we have some out by the road. Working on getting hot fence up low to the ground to keep the goats in so they can be out in the entire pasture. We still have a lot of flowers to plant. This was our biggest project of the day. We already had this garden box, but we built on this one and this one. And then the plan is to put posts up around it and then kind of put a fence in to keep the animals out. And then we still have to get a whole bunch of compost and garden soil and peat moss to mix in these beds and get them filled up so we can get them planted. So there is a guy in Pocatello at Westwood Growers that is where I get all of my planting advice. And so I had read different things about garden boxes, and some people were saying, you know, just do the bottom layer peat moss and then do like a compost and then your topsoil. And he said, no, you want to mix it all together. So after we had already piled everything in there, we had to go through and mix it all. And we still need just a little bit more. He actually has really good prices too. If you take in like totes, he'll fill $1 for compost. You can fill the entire tote up for $1. And then he does free mulch anytime you need to go there. So all of our trees and our roses are getting mulched. I've never grown roses, so I got a whole bunch of advice from him. So that is what it looks like all mixed up. And then we'd have some hay there too, because somebody said do the bottom layer with hay. So I tried to keep that part on the bottom, and it just like helps hold in the moisture is what I was told. The other two we're going to try without the hay though, and just mix it, the peat moss, compost, and then the garden. I was just getting some garden soil. It was $6.88 a bag at Walmart, and I think it was 2 cubic feet. And then we also did some Miracle Grow, and I think it was like 0.75 cubic feet, and it was $2.50 a bag, but it has fertilizer mixed in it too. So we probably don't really need the compost, but just to give some extra. And he found out from him, the compost he has is with horse manure, but the best compost to use is actually chicken manure. I think he said it was the pH was better on it. And I know at Walmart and other places that sell compost and stuff, they do sell, I've seen chicken manure, so we might get some of that too, just to mix in there, because we want the best soil possible for our plants. We'll have the one tree to plant. It is our 4-way pear tree. The only thing we're waiting for on that is there's this special root food that he recommends using, and so far on all my trees it's worked great. And then we also need that so we can plant our 3 rose bushes. Unfortunately, he's completely sold out. I went today to get some, and he's expecting it any day now. So once he gets that, then we'll be planting the other tree and then the 3 rose bushes, the 3 roses that we bought. And we've got to weed out some flower beds in order to plant all of our tulips and daffodils that we picked up. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for outside as of right now, unless I decide to do something else other than, you know, cleaning up all the garbage on the property. That's something we've been working on for months. But yeah, that's the big things we have left to do. I still have a lot of stuff to do inside too, but it's starting to get there. Makes me super happy. Guys, so I'm gonna go dig up raspberries. We have a whole bunch right there, and then some up in the flower beds. Why they're all over the place, I don't know, but we're gonna go get that done. And yes, I did this all today in a sundress. Building things, fixing things, all day long. That's me. Have a good one. Exciting news. Anne's test came back and she's pregnant. So we should have babies within the next month. You're going to be a good mommy. Huh, Annie? And Lily's came back as a recheck, but her levels were pretty low, so we're pretty sure she's not pregnant. And then, of course, Dan can't have babies or make babies. Pulling the raspberries out of the front flower bed, and I'm probably about half done. there's still a lot to do, and then we have to go plant them with all the rest of them. We still have a whole bunch in the backyard also that we need to get moved.